State governors in the South-South region have thrown their weight behind the community policing strategy as a workable platform for curbing peculiar security challenges. The decision was contained in a communique issued at the end of the South-South Regional Police Security Summit in Asaba, which had in attendance Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, and the representatives of the governors of Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Rivers State. In the communique, which was read by Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, stakeholders recommended that the implementation framework for effective community policing should include partnership with the grassroots as a way of building the trust of the people in the police.
The summit represented a significant step in the commitment of stakeholders towards redefining policing and security arrangements across the country, as current security challenges are and should be the concern of everyone, not just those in government. 2. Appraised the idea of community policing and noted that this motive of integrating the grassroots into security management across the country was commendable. However, to be successful, it was recommended that the emerging implementation framework should provide clear and formal communication channels with the grassroots, as well as sustained efforts at building trust with the people.
The governor and other stakeholders emphasized the need for the police to train, fund, and equip vigilantes and neighborhood watches, as well as facilitate appropriate legal frameworks to enhance the operations of the groups in communities and make up for the shortfall of manpower in the force. They advocated for upscaled efforts in job and wealth creation policies to curb unemployment in the region, even as they admonished youth in the zone against sabotaging of economic installations and national assets in their communities.
Called on leaders and security agents to ensure that disputes between farmers and herdsmen are resolved with equity and justice, along with due respect for existing customs of their host communities. It was remarked that these principles will prevent such disputes from degenerating into ethnic or religious conflicts which are capable of bringing undue strain on the social-political fabric of the nation.
Earlier, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, noted that the community policing framework has served as an invaluable source of motivation for the force in its commitments to addressing crimes that were peculiar to each of the regions.
I can assure you of our determination to continue to maximally deploy all our resources and unique capabilities towards mitigating crimes and addressing share of crimes across the country in general and in the South-South zone in particular. This is because the South-South geopolitical zone, as the economic nerve center of the country, is strategic to our national security as well as global security. Hence, the sustenance of peace and security in the region is a critical national security objective.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa had earlier in a welcome address enjoined Nigerian police to take urgent steps in breaking down the wall of apathy by building the trust of the people in the police, pointing out that intelligence sharing among security agencies and youth engagements were key in curbing insecurity in the region.
We are to prioritize diplomacy and carefully weigh the intended and unintended consequences of any action. In addition, there must be cooperation between security agencies, sharing of intelligence, and joint operations where necessary. The partnership between the police command and the state governments must be one of utmost trust and goodwill, and the governors should, in the spirit of the Constitution, be given the leeway to exercise their functions as chief security officers of the states.
The Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki maintained that as chief security officers, the state governors should be given a stronger level of control over security agencies if they must be more proactive and successful in the fight against peculiar security challenges in their states.
How do we restructure the Nigerian police itself as a federal policing agency to utilize the bulk of the funding that is available from the federal government much more efficiently and effectively, so that what we are providing as state governments can now be utilized to support these local arrangements which we're trying to put in place, which will now help the federal agencies, the federal police a lot much more efficiently. Like I said, funding the police from federal and state budgets alone may not be adequate. We have to look outside that arrangement.
For their part, representatives of the governors of Rivers, Akwa Ibom and Bayelsa states all alluded to the fact that a stronger collaboration between all stakeholders and the police was needed in making the region safe and peaceful for investors to do business. The theme of the Security Summit is Strategic Partnership for Effective Community Policing in the South-South Zone. Emeka, Chukwujindu, Delta TV News.